This is the morning edition for Thursday, the 4th of January. I'm Stephanie Langenegger. -8 in Regina and in Saskatoon at this hour. We'll get a forecast from our weather specialist, Ethan Williams, coming up. Then you've had a lot to say about a couple of things this week, solar power and the way in which we generate electricity in this province, and also the taxes that we pay on it, both at Sask Power and Sask Energy, the carbon tax, the federal one. Well, we pay carbon tax through Sask Energy, but the province gets that money. It's a heavy emitter fund. And the province says it will make sure that fund stays topped up, even if it's not with our utility bill tax money. But when it comes to Sask Energy, we had heard yesterday from Tori on the news that the minister responsible for Sask Energy and all the crowns, Dustin Duncan, hadn't yet decided whether the province would pay that tax. They definitely aren't going to charge it to us on our Sask Energy bills, but they haven't decided whether they'll pay the taxes owed to Ottawa. So if they do pay them, where will they get the money? Will it be from us anyway? Well, there are not many other sources of money for governments. We'll talk more with the minister about what he's waiting for to make that decision and what the consequences might be if they don't pay their federal taxes. That's coming up in an hour from now. Dustin Duncan is our guest after World Report with John Northcott at 7 o'clock. Between now and then, we'll talk a little bit more about space, not human remains going there, but about what else we can see in the night sky when we look up. And we'll talk about mental health. We've been talking about resolutions, as one does after the new year, or goals if you don't make resolutions. And a lot of those, turns out, according to surveys, the goals that we set are about better mental health. We'll hear more from our guide to better mental health, Mark Hennick, after Tori's 6:30 news. Right now, let's touch base with Tori Gillis and find out what she's working on.
Good morning, Stephanie. Well, in the news, we're talking about a different tax on a different fuel. Unlike its neighboring provinces,
Tonight, as our provincial neighbours get a break at the pumps, we examine why there's no gas tax holiday here. Also, emergency services disruption, why an ER in Saskatoon had to refer patients elsewhere.
Front of the net, shoots to work, she scores!
Plus, a new hockey league, a historic week. We catch up with the PWHL play-by-play announcer from Regina.
This is CBC Saskatchewan News.
It is Wednesday, January 3rd, and the CBC Saskatchewan News starts right now. Good evening and thank you for watching. To remit or not to remit carbon tax on home heating seems to be a lingering dilemma for the province. And as Pratush Dayal reports, the government has yet to make a decision.